A very good evening to you right here on She. You are watching Family TV. My name is Lily, and we are having an amazing discussion about dating later in life. What does dating look like past the age of 35? You've got your stuff together, nini, and then maybe people are asking you, okay, unatuweka. So how do you deal with all those questions? Please keep giving us your feedback on 0786316316. That's our WhatsApp line, or our SMS line 20316. And also remember, you can catch this episode, a recap of this episode, on YouTube, on the Family Media YouTube page, and also other past episodes of She. Let me get right into it. To my immediate left, I have Manita Kaur. Did I say that right?
Yes, Manita Kaur.
Manita Kaur.
Yes.
Karibu sana. You are 36. Do I have permission to say that?
I'm hiding my age.
She's 36. She looks amazing, doesn't she? And you are a spiritual therapist.
Yes.
Karibu. To my immediate right, I've got Jessica Wangui Kuria, 37. You are an events planner.
Correct.
And to my distant right, I've got Sharon Bugwa, 40, and you are a market researcher at Amethyst Consulting.
Right.
Maybe I can start with you. You know, you're single. How's that for you at this point of your life?
Yeah. Okay. When I look back, I think I had very high standards for men or potential partners in my life. And looking back, again, there's literally nobody in my circle, or immediate circle, let me say, who is not married. You know, and so that's an interesting space to be in. And when I look back, I kind of be like, okay, I needed to have lowered my standards, I think. So all these sort of relationships came by and passed by. But where I'm at now is just, I'm a lot easier. I'm a lot, I think, less expectant.
Yes.
I'm not settling, but
Yeah.
I have lowered my expectations, I think. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about standards and how high
Right.
is too high or how low is too low. But let me go to Jessica. What's it
Hello.
like for you? Hi.
Liberating.
Liberating.
Liberating. Correct.
Okay, explainer.
The freedom. The freedom to be, not to consult. For example, maybe a shopping spree. You know, I don't have anybody to consult about the budget. It's just me and the budget. There's no that stress of I have to return a call, a text, a message. I have to meet. Liberating.
I had a statement someone said, when you're single, your pockets jingle.
Well,
Is it true?
it's liberating.
Okay. All right. Manita, you had me in stitches when we were on call. For you, it's not been very straight, a very straight
Yes.
path.
I think from the land of arranged marriages,
Yes.
so to be in this age and not be married is a very big thing. And the society does not accept anyone above 25 who's not married, so they start treating you differently. You are an outcast in the community, and there's a lot of rules you have to follow, like in terms of your dressing, you cannot have makeup, no lipstick, no shopping, no high heels, no flashy colors. So you have to dress a certain way, you have to be a certain way. And also to add up to that, in my family, immediate family, like there's a lot of discrimination, like not being allowed to be part of baby showers or weddings because your shadow is believed to cast an evil spell that will ruin the event for everyone just because you chose to be single.
Okay.
Yes, but on the dating front, yes, there are so many men out there. You know, sometimes it's like I'm spoiled for choice. Maybe that's the reason I'm not settled yet. Because there's so much happening there, so many conversations happening, but nothing concrete, and I haven't met the right match.
Right.
Yes.
Like Sharon, would you say that your standards are too high?
No, I think my standards are too simplistic, and these days people are not simple anymore. They are complicated. So my category is different.
Okay. Do you have some practical, like real-time examples of times of your life when you look back and you're like, nah, that one I should not have let it go, or I should not have given it that level of a standard?
Of a standard,
Do you have something you can recall?
I think a couple. I think my first relationship was in college. So my first after college relationship was powerful, and we loved each other. And for me, I look back and I'm like, okay, I think I could have, kind of, I guess, been more open-minded at the time. Obviously, he's since married and he's very successful. He's the MD of a bank and all these things. Yeah. So I'm like, looking back, I'm like, I wonder where that could have gone.
Why did you break up with him?
If I stayed in it. I think, well, like I said, a lot of it was just that standard of connecting at a certain level. I think another thing was maybe finding out down the road that I might not have been the only one in his life. Oh. Yeah, but you see, that's something I found out down the road. And so, yeah, I think looking back, I'm like, okay, that one I could have been more open-minded at the time. Yeah. Down the road, obviously, things changed. Yeah. But it's one of those, like, who knows? Who knows where that could have gone kind of thing, yeah.
Okay. And do you have a moment where you feel like maybe that could have worked?
No.
I love her attitude. She's like, I got no regrets.
Yep. No. I started dating when I was 13.
13?
Yes. I've had some experience.
Yes.
So no, I don't look back on my life and say...
there's something that could have worked.
Yes. It didn't work for a reason. Sure. My mom is a single parent. And my uncles, the men in the home, most of them had stepped in. And so I had one uncle who abused me mentally and emotionally. And so he removed my self-worth. So being a young teen, I didn't have that. And then going into my 20s, I still didn't have that. So I was leaning towards the wrong people and the wrong situationships. But you see, at the back of my mind, I still have the Diego, Paloma.
And then we took our ground. It's east and west.
It's different. Yeah. And then also I was sharing with the ladies, I even got pregnant. I got pregnant at 20. I had my son at 21. He's 16. So even when you're asking me, is there a situation that you look back and say, no. I had a high school sweetheart. Yeah. I was very fond of him, still fond of him. I tried reconnecting with him. But when we reconnected, I found that we're on different journeys, different levels. We're not vibrating the same. We're not oozing the same thing. Yes. And it's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
I love that. What I hear from you is it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Tell us about it's okay. What did you have an it's okay moment when you?
Yes, I feel it's a blessing in disguise that the relationships did not work out. Otherwise, I would have to fit in preset molds. Yes. And I'm not made to fit in those molds.
Yes.
So I'm so happy. And I think right now when I look back, when I was younger, I wanted a big fat Indian wedding.
Yes.
Weddings last for 6 days and there's so much singing and dancing and color. And now my perspective towards marriage has changed. I would really love an intimate, small marriage ceremony just with my loved ones. I mean, I don't want those nasty, negative people who have taken their time to taunt me all through, you're not married. So if I get married, they are not going to see it. You're not invited now.
Yeah.
So it's like changing that. Yeah. And yes, I have met good people in my past, but remember, I was also evolving. I was young, so I was also going through my own melodrama, I would call it. So I think somewhere I messed up, and if there's any regret or guilt, would be me not to be able to appreciate the person or understand them because of my immaturity.
Yeah.
I mean, so right now I feel I've evolved, I'm mature enough. So yeah, like I said, I'm out there meeting people, and the right one will come along. No pressure on that. It doesn't have to be now.
Yeah.
Yes.
What impact does being single at your age have on your different careers? Because I know when a woman is married, her time is really split. She's got to run here, run there. Do you find that it has an addition or subtraction to your career?
In fact, I was telling the ladies that I'm so lucky now that I'm single, and my profession, it entails me to be online at 1 in the night, 2 in the morning, like odd hours. And I can so comfortably do it. So I'm like, damn, if I get married, I will have to take away from my work time. Yes. Because now the freedom is there. Any client calls, like, we want a session at this time, I'm there. Yeah. So I know a marriage will have a negative impact on my profession.
Yeah.
I will have to work on the timings, which will be a struggle. But yeah, we'll cross the bridge when
it comes. I love that. Right.
Even being single, I'm so overprotective over my space. Yes. So now you can imagine now when somebody comes and you're hoovering. you're hovering, you're checking my phone, or you're checking my time, you're checking my space.
Yeah.
I'm making money, I'm securing the bag, but now it's becoming a problem.
And the other thing about the kind of work that I guess all of us do, it's social work.
Yes.
So even that networking that has no direct financial impact can evolve and have financial impact 10 years down the road. So if someone is like, don't talk to people like that.
Yeah, because you actually begin by making the connections, the networking. It's all about, coming together as people. So now if you're with someone who has an issue with, being in a certain setup or a meeting.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Sharon, do you have something that you can say is an advantage or a disadvantage?
Or a disadvantage,
of being
yeah,
single?
yeah. At the moment, singlehood helps me or supports me, especially in terms of networking and things like that. And I also feel like at my age, I don't expect that level of possessiveness, as an example. At least, let me say, I don't expect it. Maybe it happens. And so I'm thinking by the time I'm meeting you and settling with you, that you're sort of self-aware and know what is out there for you.
Yes.
I know it's a possibility, like Jess is saying, like you can move, like I'm watching you, kind of thing.
Yes.
I don't expect it, at least from my peer circle.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go for a short break, and when we come back, we are going to be talking much more about what dating past the age of 35 looks like. Don't go away.
Tomorrow on Historia, Tamaduni na Sanaa.
From Kati and Bano to the variety in video games today, we explore games in the Kenyan culture.
We're in the 21st century. Like, you see the way we used to go out and play Bano and all that. Children are no longer doing that. They are concentrating on the game.
Also part of the show,
my pieces, they are very abstract, but when they are combined together, you can actually sort of relate to them.
that's on Hitasa, tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. on Family TV.
Hey, welcome back. This is She. Remember, you can send in your feedback to our WhatsApp line 0786316316, and you can catch this and other past episodes of She on the Family Media YouTube channel. All right, so I've got Manita, Jessica, and Sharon, and we are talking about dating past the age of 35. How does that look like? And we're just talking about how can a guy, how does, Kitambo in campus or just shortly past campus, the guy will probably take you to Java and that's okay. But now, how does a guy impress a 40-year-old woman who's got her money, her car, her house, everything, her job, her company? You're not consulting on anything. You don't need anything from him.
I think maturity, like Manita had said, just being comfortable in yourself, even if, because, I guess the likelihood at my age is that I'm going to find someone who has children. The likelihood.
Yes.
So are you being a good parent to your child?
Yeah.
You have a fairly good relationship with your ex. What are your family values? In terms of like going out, dating, I don't believe in going Dutch at this point. Yeah, I mean, hey.
Okay.
Yeah, take care of me as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think for me, the bigger thing is, since I'm not prophesying, but since I'm likely to find you not alone, I think for me, family values, maturity, that kind of thing is what would impress me the most.
Okay, so in case someone is wondering, going Dutch is like we're on a date and you pay for yours, I pay for mine.
Yeah.
Why is that a thing that you look at? Is that a thing that you look at?
Not really, but I'm okay with it. Like if I have to go Dutch or even if I have to pay the bill, I don't have a problem.
Okay.
Because I'm here with this person and I'm interested in the person, so it doesn't matter. The bill is just a primary issue.
Okay.
But what happens is like how mature they are and how they address you. That is very important, because a person who cannot take care of himself will never be able to take care of you.
Yes.
And we all have baggage, and at this age I have more baggage than I had when I was 20 years old. So that means mentally, the traumas I've been through, so there's so much I'm carrying. So I don't want to put that onto the guy, but I want him to be able to balance things out.
Okay.
So at least not put me down the same trail that I've been, and to be very understanding that he needs to take care of himself psychologically, emotionally, and financially for him to be a match to me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Why are you so passionate about the Dutch thing, Jessica?
For me, it's a turn off.
It's a turn
I
off.
want to be wooed.
Okay.
So it's a turn off for me. I'd rather just pay the bill. I mean, where we are, we are 35 and above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you can't
So,
pay the bill, there's
I mean,
a problem.
There's a problem, yeah, because my mind starts thinking, if you can't pay the bill, this is a meal, breakfast, lunch, or supper, or let's just say it's a bottle of water. What happens now when I step into a setting, a family setting with you?
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to electricity, or water, or school fees, or stationery. If we are already having a problem with paying for a bottle of water, down the road,
I hear you, though I'm wondering, okay, so in the house, what are your expectations in terms of the bill split?
He pays all the bills.
Ah,
I come with my
I love-
dowry. Remember,
okay.
we come with a lot
Oh, you
of
guys, you
marital
pay.
gifts.
Yes.
Yes. So when I bring that, that's it. You pay your way through for my expenses. Your money is my money, and my money is my money.
Okay.
That's it.
And you're not joking?
No, I will not go into starting to pay bills in the house.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm comfortable. I am paying bills for myself. I mean, it's not that I'm getting married just for the finances, but you need to be the man in the house. And you need to provide the finances. If there is no food, I will take the bullet for it. But if there is no money, that's your call.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Jessica.
I would prefer him to do the heavier load.
Okay.
I like what she said. He's the man. He's to provide. You know, I don't mind picking up the lighter, because honestly, even as I'm sitting here, I do bills.
Yes.
I do heavy bills.
Yes.
And so for me, honestly, going into a family setting, you know, because I'm still, I still believe in the biblical way of what a man should be. And I'm coming in with a son. All right? And so for me, it's paramount. It's important that he picks up his weights, because that way it will translate to my son, and it will translate to the children that we will have. All right? Yeah. I don't mind picking up the bills when we're in that setting. Yes. But I would prefer for me as an individual do the heavier, so that at least our children, you know, it translates to them what it's meant to be, because a man is to lead, to provide, you know, to profess. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, and you're right, because at the end of the day, it's a young man you're coming to,
Correct.
and then he's like, but dad leaves a lot of it to mom.
mom, yes.
So like, what is that communicating
Too.
from a role model perspective?
Correct.
Yeah, I think like you, there's the whole faith biblically, you know, man provides. I would I'm ready, I guess, to take the lighter loads, anything around household perhaps, or, you know, vegetables and things like that. But yeah, I mean, be the man.
Be a man.
Be the man.
Be the man.
Be the man.
Yeah.
Be the man
Is
in the
this-
house.
what are you open to the suggestion that you can do ratios depending on what you're both earning? So if you're earning like, if yours to his is 6 to 1, for example, are you gonna do 6, or how are you gonna go about that? Are you gonna hide your money?
I won't hide my money, and of course when I save it is for the betterment of the family, because if I'm married to you, we will have kids, we will go on holidays, so I am providing a backup support.
Okay.
And I think I'm doing my part fairly good enough by providing that backup. But if I step up to taking care of the day-to-day bills, then we are in the same loop, and we are not saving. We're not saving as much, because we are all spending, and I don't think that is a fair situation, because a rightful woman is raised to save for the future of the family, and she's the one who leads by example. So that's why I want all your money, and then I will see how I split it for enough for you. So it's not that you'll be broke, you will have enough, but most of it will be used in the family, and what I earn will go in our saving kitty for the future.
Okay, I love that. So you don't necessarily, you're not splurging on jewelry and clothes.
There's a balance.
There's a balance. I love that. I want us to go into communication. How do you communicate? So like maybe in the younger years, if a guy is not texting you, if he's not texting you enough, you're going to have that conversation of why didn't you reply my text, blah, 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 blah. So now if he doesn't reply your message to your satisfaction, you know what I mean? Like there's that level of communication that you expect, and maybe he's slacking off. How are you going to deal with it? You're smiling so brightly. I think you have an experience at the tips of your fingers.
I remember when I was younger, if you don't pick, I would start dancing on this and pick. You know, like I'm putting pressure.
Yeah.
I'm engaging all my muscles to make you answer a call.
Yeah.
And it's not happening, so you can imagine how raged I am.
Yes.
And now when you don't pick, I'm like, maybe you'd be doing something.
Okay.
And also when I was younger, relationship meant I wake up to your good morning message and you ask me, baby, did you have lunch? Did you have dinner? And it meant a lot. And now when you ask that, I'm like, damn, leave me alone. I mean, I'm eating, I'm okay, look at me, I'm healthy.
Okay, no
problem.
So it's so changed. Like communication has totally changed. I don't want someone like a hawk over my head. I'm not that juicy piece of meat that you have to come and carry away, you know?
Yeah.
So I really need space.
Okay.
And I'm like, communication needs to be also not every day. So we need to talk once in a while. So we have so much to discuss, how the week was, and serious things to talk about. Unlike younger, like I want to know, baby, what did you have for lunch?
Yes.
Oh, without me, ice cream. How could you do that? That is so gone. Now you're like, eat whatever.
Yeah.
Provided
It's
you're
your life.
alive, we can communicate.
Yes.
That's it. Yes.
Yes.
So a lot has changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jessica?
When I was younger, I like saying when I was younger,
Yes.
it was a daily thing, communicating daily, long hours
Good
on the
morning,
phone.
honey.
Yes, good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And then you're spending long hours on the phone, 1 or 2. Now I'm here over 35. I'm not attached to my phone as I was when I was younger. And so if he, is the type of person where, because I've had it before in the dating scene, why are you not picking up your phone? I need space. Maybe I was doing a morning routine that didn't involve me having my phone at that particular time. It's not that I'm indulging in whatever your mind is, thinking or creating, but being over 35, I'm not as attached to my phone as I was on the landline back then.
Yes.
And so I will get to you when I will
Landline.
get to you. Yes, I will get to you when I'll get to you. I will receive your message. I will respond when I can, we're in this together. And so I wouldn't want to be with an individual, who thinks, she, maybe I'm not as important as...
Maybe she's talking to someone else.
Maybe she's talking to someone else, or maybe, each time I call her, her phone is busy. No. When you and I are together, I'll get to you, text, call, email, when I can. So communication is important. It's just, it's changed.
It's changed.
It's changed.
Okay.
It's changed.
Okay. Sharon,
Wow.
how is it for you?
I remember there was this guy who would call me and he would send gifts and all these things, and then when he went quiet, I was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Did he ghost you? Please, I hope he didn't ghost you.
No, I think he just kind of maybe shifted priorities at the time. But I remember I was like, oh my God. Now I think, in fact, I was telling the ladies earlier, very much like, yeah, let's talk when we can. There isn't pressure. I think for me that's a really big one. There's no pressure. If you are insecure, then that's not on me. Again, I think just in terms of expectations right now, I'm not expecting like someone who is insecure around, like you already have your children and all these things. I accept there are people who are carrying things whom Anita would need to speak to.
They need therapy.
And they need therapy, man. They need therapy. So I don't have that expectation. But I think for me, the other thing that has shifted is, I just keep saying, expectation. So for me, friendship is so much more important. And if we're communicating as friends, then that's great, because then something could grow out of that. But if, we're already coming from, you're possibly insecure, there's an issue. There's an issue.
There's already
there.
an issue.
There's already an issue. Yeah.
So if communication is not flowing, then there's already an issue. All right, we've got 2 minutes to wind up, and I want to talk about they're called the bees and the birds. How has your journey been, in the most comfortable language you're able to use, in terms of managing your physical needs for a man?
I feel very beautiful. I look at myself as complete, and I'm content with who I am. So I have no issues with my sexuality. And I feel like I have a lot to offer. I mean, not for everyone. That's why I said I need to look for that special man who will understand and appreciate me for who I am. So I have no issues in that line. I look at myself as a complete, perfect human being. Of course, no one is fully perfect, but I love my flaws. They make me much more beautiful.
Yeah, but do you have those days when you feel like, I just want someone to hold me?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's why I have an extra pillow on my bed. Yes, I do.
You're so tough, girl. Okay.
No, I guess maybe it's the situations and circumstances of coming up. But again, I'm in a place where I've actually enjoyed my own company. And I want to borrow what she said, flaws are very beautiful. At one point, I can walk into a mall or whatever, and there's a mirror. I will stop and I will affirm myself. In public, and then there are people, we don't know each other. I mean, maybe I'm dressed in a certain way, and I'm like, girl, you look good. Go kill it. I'm all about extending longer tables, than building walls. But yes, there are those times. But it has to be more than that. Because even for me, I'm looking to have more intimate settings with whoever God will bring me. You get? I enjoy certain routines. And so I would like to have more intimate certain routines with him, other than just having the birds and the bees. Okay? Let's do maybe a face wash. Let's do a scrub. Let's do our nails. Let's get a massage. You get? Let's have hard and difficult conversations. Let's get intimate without getting into me.
Yes. I love that.
Me too.
I love that.
Me too.
Right, Sharon.
I think for me, yes, intimacy it's way more than just sexuality. It's just connecting at such a deeper level. I'm enough, on that front, in terms of, beauty, sexuality, and all that. But I think I almost feel like it's secondary. Let's just connect. Let's be intimate. Let's have deep conversations. Let's enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
That's true. Let's vibrate.
Let's vibrate. Let's vibrate. That's a note at which we end today's show. It's been such an amazing show. And if you're above 35 and you're still dating, I hope you've been encouraged, inspired. There's no rush, no pressure, even from the land of arranged marriages. Good night, everybody. It's been amazing.